Finally, the Cardinals.
I was waiting for the curtain to open. God, it was taking forever, though. And with the 9th pick in the NFL draft for 2023, I don't know yet. We're not there yet.
We don't
We're
know.
not quite there. We're not quite there.
We're representing, for sure.
We are representing, and we are ready to go. Hopefully, we find out who that is very shortly, unless it's the wait a minute.
What?
The Texans traded for the number 3 pick.
What?
As we are sitting here, the Cardinals took forever, and all of a sudden, boom, it happened. Now the Texans have the pick. This is literally live right here, folks. Normally we don't do this. Usually this is all strictly about beverages, which we will get to very shortly on here on the AboutBeverages.com
So how does that
podcast.
happen?
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
Okay, now get to your point. Sorry.
Did they get like
track.
a new 10 minutes?
No.
Oh, okay. So the magic's already happened.
They just keep trading back and forth.
Hey, I need some more time. I haven't figured out.
You got some shit on your shirt? Oh my gosh. Wow, that's cruel. What pick do you have in the first 50? None, Miami Dolphin fan. None. You've traded them all away. You've traded them all away. So you don't get the excitement. I'm sorry you don't get the excitement.
At least they have Tua. Wait, maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? I think he's retired, isn't he? Pocket, good to see you.
Pocket.
How are you this fine evening? It is good to see everybody here. Thank you all for being here. So it kind of just, it happened to be that we podcast on Thursdays. The draft is happening.
Yep.
So the theme of drafts for the draft has came up last week or the week before or something like that. So yeah, we've got 3 beers to try tonight, and we'll also obviously be talking some NFL with chat and everybody else. As much or as little as everyone wants to talk about is totally fine. Forfeit and traded are totally different. Oh, I see. Good evening, Beverages times 2. Baker, it is good to see you. Yes, the W is flown once again today. The W has been flown once again. It's always like, I don't know how much I should keep directly talking about it, but because then this kind of time capsules this episode. But I mean, the beverage conversation is still whatever. But yeah, so the Texans have selected Will Anderson Jr., linebacker out of Alabama. Oh my God. So they got their quarterback and they got a defensive player. I have no idea what they traded. I don't see what that was yet. Chat, let me know what that could be.
Yeah, where their next pick was maybe
12.
They had 2 picks.
Yeah, they had 2 first round picks. But they must have given 2 things up for that, though, to have them trade the Cardinals. I mean, the Cardinals want picks.
And maybe they got DeAndre Hopkins back.
That would be funny.
We never really wanted to trade him.
Yeah.
It was Bill O'Brien, and he made a silly trade. And,
that's all true. I don't even know who their head coach is. Who is the head coach of the Texans?
The guy he was just a defensive coordinator. DeMarco.
Oh, DeMarco Murray?
No.
DeMarco Ryans. The guy from the Niners?
Yes.
The Niners.
Yes.
Okay.
Niners.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Niners. DeMarco Ryans. There we go. Yes. Demico Ryans.
Demico Ryans.
Demico Ryans. I think that's how you pronounce it. Guarding down. I appreciate it.
Of course, I had this idea way too late for this year, but
we did.
Hopefully
this is going to be next year, though.
We'll come up with a shirt that we'll start promoting maybe in February of next year. Something about tying in drafts for the draft,
like right after the Super Bowl.
We'll have an About Beverages drafts, because I'm assuming draft day will be on Thursday next year. And
wouldn't see why it wouldn't be.
The good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. We'll be here for that Thursday as well. So we'll have and we'll each have one of those shirts.
We will have one of those shirts. We'll make sure we get them out early enough so if people want to order them, we'll get that done, and we'll do a full draft party. We'll sit here for the whole first round. We'll have some food. Maybe get a little sub sandwich, just kind of hang out and chat. I think that would be fun. That would be super cool.
We'll have to see the feedback from there are 2 people in chat.
See, Keith's already backing out of it again. I see how it is.
You took it to the next step, which I'm not saying is necessarily bad. Maybe we can have
he doesn't want to hang out with you guys, chat.
Football guests. Well, do they want to talk football?
Well, we can talk football.
Oh, we can. Yeah, that's true.
All right, we have a beer. I've already cracked it open. I probably should have gone to the podcast thing there. Let's see. This probably won't work, so I'm just going to get ready right away. Boom, we're going to hit it.
For whatever reason, that button doesn't work, but
half of it does, which I guess is good. The half that takes the other picture away, which would be the more annoying thing, I suppose.
If it layered on top.
Yeah, layered on top. So at least that works. So this is the Spring Thrills IPA. This is from Pizza Port Brewing Company. Probably one of our all-time favorite brewers, I would say. Definitely top 2, right?
We don't not like them. We just wish everything didn't taste the same.
Yeah.
And as I've said to many people who I've talked to, it's not like it's a bad.
I thought you were going to say, as I've said to when I've talked to people at Pizza Port.
At Pizza Port, yeah. It's not like it's a bad thing. It's good. The taste itself is good. We just want there to be some different tastes thrown in there as well.
Yeah,
some differentiation.
I would agree. All of the seasonals that they kind of do, like this one is a February through April, so this one is over in a little bit.
Yeah, we ordered more for this week and it did not ship. Just like the
canned on March 23rd though. Like this,
yeah,
like
it's not too bad.
Yeah,
and the cider we tried last week.
Oh yeah,
we ordered more of that. That did not ship this week either. So who knows?
Oh, the Big Zesty was already.
Big Zesty already didn't ship.
Wow, that was quick.
We didn't get anything in its place. So it's not like the previous week.
Previous week you tried to order and
blackberry pear,
right.
and we got Big Zesty.
Big Zesty.
But I've heard things about this.
You've
so.
heard things.
I know. All of a sudden I realized, damn it, I'm tipping my hand.
I've heard things about this Spring Thrills IPA from Pizza Port Brewing Company.
But it's got Simcoe, HBC 586, and Sabro.
Oh, Sabro is definitely one that I do usually like. Usually you get kind of some, you would think some tropical things out of all that stuff. Maybe some coconut or something. I think Sabro's kind of known for like a little toasty.
You're just reading the screen. No, you're not.
I mean, some floral notes with mild bitterness and some.
Oh, okay, good.
Now I am. That's a joke. But no, usually I think that's kind of what's in there. It's like some coconut stuff. I would think you would not like this aroma. Because to me, this aroma is starting, which I don't mind, but it is starting to smell a little onion ringy. It's a little more of that kind of, it's not just strictly piney resiny. It's that like malt, even though this does not look overly malty, it has a little bit of that to it. No? Okay. All right. That was my initial reaction. I was like, I don't know if he's going to like this one.
Yeah.
You've heard tell. So you've heard tell of this beverage?
Oh, the Colts pick is in.
I wonder who they're going to... I don't even know. After like those first like three, I kind of don't know. Like I've seen some
Bijan
defensive
Robinson.
backs. Well, that's got to be not till the Bears at 9. That's what we're hoping. But it'll probably be an offensive lineman, which I'm fine with that too. We need both of those things. We need all that stuff.
Yeah, I guess you have to have somebody to protect your quarterback that you decided was your quarterback.
Yeah.
Again.
He's our quarterback.
Well, because that was a previous regime, right, that picked Justin Fields.
Correct.
And so now the current regime is also saying, hey, we had the number one pick,
yeah.
and at least this year's quarterbacks were not our guy.
No. But we do have 2 draft picks next year in the first round, so we can wait till next year. Kind of kick the can a little bit there. We'll see.
For now.
For the moment.
For now.
This is actually pretty good. I like this.
It's got some bitter.
Yeah. It's got some bitter. I don't get quite as tropical as the tasting notes they have there at all.
No, I get some of that. I get a little pineapple maybe in there.
There's maybe a little bit of fruit. I am definitely getting more toward like I said, some piney little bitterness. I like it, but it's to me it's different than what they said. But who knows? Like I said, it shouldn't taste that much different. It's only been a month.
No, I was going to say so. It's fairly fresh. I was happy about that actually, and I've had this. I bought this last week, so.
And you had it stored out in your garage. You had it in your car.
Had it in the car.
In the car.
Right outside. Yeah.
Good.
Wow.
Good. Okay. Oh, they took a quarterback, Anthony Richardson, quarterback out of Florida. Okay. Interesting.
I've heard a lot of people saying he needs seasoning.
Oh, really? Sage?
Well,
thyme,
he's not
rosemary?
Good, yeah, not going to be.
Those are the wide receivers that'll be around.
That's right.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Those are
he needs some seasoning.
Yeah. Here's the seasoning.
Oh my God! If there were only some players with those names in
Here
the draft.
are the herbs.
That's too funny.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, that's interesting. So we've had 3 quarterbacks and a defensive lineman go. That's pick number 4. So pick number 5. See, because I had heard Seattle though would also be going defense, or they could go quarterback.
Okay. Well, you had some teams that could wait a little bit because their quarterback was going to be good for a year or two, but then they were going to need somebody like I'd heard even maybe him to the Vikings or the quarterback. The Vikings taking a quarterback because I think Cousins is.
He's got one more year. I think that he's got another year.
So.
Because I remember asking our Minnesota draft expert about that, and I think there was one more year around for that.
Minnesota draft expert.
Frank.
Oh, that, yeah. I was like, Sanderson? What?
No.
Okay. I forgot about him. I forgot that Frank is a Vikings fan.
He tries to hide it. He can't, though. It's that purple tattoo that he has on his chest.
And he walks around shirtless.
Yeah, which thankfully we don't see very often.
Okay.
No, this is good. What was the? I mean, like, so what was the price on this? Do you remember?
I think it's like $13.49 for 6.
And these are 16-ounce cans.
Yeah, these are 16-ounce cans. So yeah,
that's not bad. Couple bucks, couple shekels, couple coins of the realm, as they say.
250, 2.25. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a way to actually, like, if people do like a draft thing like this, like you can't have the audio and you can't have the video either, but like you're just sitting there like, well, now they're showing footage at, like, you just describe what you see.
We're recapping what we're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Now
can't have it up there. No. Would what would all of a sudden we'd be struck?
I don't think quite that quick. No, but you couldn't just be like doing the draft. Like I may hit the audio on when they announce the Bears pick, but that's about it. Man, Seattle's really milking this clock. Come on, guys. Jeez.
Well, not as much as the Cardinals did. But they were negotiating a trade.
That's right. There was things happening.
Negotiated. Maybe that is the key. If it goes down that far, something else is going on behind the scenes.
There's a draft movie with Kevin Costner. What is that?
Yeah, I think it's called Draft Day.
Is that new or old?
Old.
Okay.
I mean, 2000...
Because it's like, it's Kevin Costner.
2010?
It's the comedian is in it. That I can't.
John Leguizamo?
No, not John Leguizamo.
I don't know what made me think of John Leguizamo.
No, $1 Million to One is in it. Paul Rodriguez.
No, is he?
No, he's not.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary's in it.
Okay.
And
it's probably got to be
the woman that was married to Ben Affleck for a while, very tall, not a great actress.
Oh, Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Garner's in it. Like, I'm like, what is this cobbled together draft movie?
They were actually. It's funny you'd say that.
They're the Cleveland Browns, I think, is what they are.
Yeah, I told you Dan Patrick had the former Cardinals GM on, and he actually asked him about that. He's like,
"Oh,
is that?" He's like, "Is that?" And he said, "Actually, it's pretty good." He said, "Because I guess there's a scene where they get
drunk and he wrecks his car or something like that."
They talk about how many people went to a party that one of the people they were through. And that was crazy. He's like, do people? He's like, well, he's like, it could be something you would think. Okay, why didn't anybody go to his party? What's personality wise? Why? So anyway, yeah, he seemed to say it was.
I think a lot of that stuff probably does. The clip I had seen actually referenced that because it was like the draft is about to happen, and he calls up that number 1 pick, this quarterback, and he's like, how many people were at your 21st birthday? How many? And he actually asks him that, and the guy's like, honestly, sir, like I don't even remember or whatever or something like that, or like it was one of those nights. I can't remember how he phrased it, and he was like, "Oh, it's all right, son. I've had that night too." He's like, "I'll talk to you later," and he hung up the phone. So and I think they wound up picking because then one of the guys is because it's guy that played Black Panther, I think, is like also the linebacker or something in it. It looked like him at least. I thought it was him. Who's obviously no longer with us, but
that's Boseman. Chadwick
Boseman, okay. I think, is like the other guy in that. But anyway, it seemed like almost like after school special version of the draft, like all the clips I was seeing. but like that movie, there have been 2 movies, like when I'm watching TikTok, and I swear I've watched like the entire movie by seeing all of these clips as they keep coming up from it's that and Moneyball for some reason has been on like TikTok. Like I've been seeing, like I'll see a clip and I can't stop watching. Like,
I like Moneyball.
I know. Like, I mean, I love Brad Pitt.
Have you watched that?
I have seen it before.
Okay.
I've not seen it in a long time, so then I keep watching all these clips. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I remember this scene. And then where he's like,
it's a good movie.
He's like, yeah, he's like, just you can't have this guy at first base, and why make the lineup cards? That's why he's like, well, you can't because he's playing for the other team.
Yeah,
it's just like, damn, it's nasty.
Well, because that's Philip Seymour Hoffman playing Art Howe, and from like physically, they really don't look like very much like each other. And I've heard Art Howe say that.
He was a little upset by that casting.
Yeah, well, and just in general, I don't think he was like maybe not portrayed as accurately, but I mean, but yeah, that. But I like that. That's a good movie.
I like both of your shirts. Go Bears! Yeah, I hope so. We'll still see.
Okay.
We shall see. We either get the solid pick we should make. I mean, we could even trade back, but I think we either make the solid pick that we should make, or we make like kind of the not out of the box, but like. Oh wow, they have something else in mind. If they are able to pick the running, that is going to be interesting. If they are actually able to do that,
the fun pick.
But I think they will probably pick the Northwestern offensive tackle. I think he was a left tackle or right tackle out of Northwestern. Skronsky.
Sounds like a Bears player's name.
I know, doesn't it? Yeah, 100%.
From the likes of Butkus and Sayers and Skronsky.
Yeah, that's actually the only thing. Yeah, someone just messaged
So
me.
do we have?
They said, I just hope Bijan Robinson, that the Cowboys don't pick him. That's the only thing I don't want to see.
So do we have to play the Jets this year?
No, we don't. That was actually the thing with that trade with Aaron Rodgers finally being traded because he realized he was about to start losing to the Bears. That we gave him enough wins for the last 20 years.
So we won't see Aaron Rodgers till the Super Bowl then.
I think that's actually literally they said that would be the only way is that we would see him in the Super Bowl. And because like even next year, it's like at least 2 years where we might not even see him. So It's very easily he could like leave the league by that point. Sushi, how's it going? Good to see you. Always good to see you on a nice Thursday evening. Hopefully it's going well for you. Weather wasn't quite as bad today.
No, there was
a
breeze.
Yeah.
Breeze going, a steady breeze going through.
Brittany? Huh? Brittany Breeze?
Drew Breeze? Who's Brittany Breeze?
That's his wife.
Oh, okay.
Which I always thought was a funny name.
Brittany Breeze?
Brittany Breeze.
Brittany Brianna Breeze. Brr, brr, brr.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny too. Are the Seahawks ever going to pick? What is going on here?
The pick is
I don't
in.
have this much time. Oh, okay. The pick is in.
The jig is up. The news is out.
They finally found their pick.
Finally made the
They
pick.
finally made their choice. This is good. Again, it just reminds me of other ones they've done. I would think this is my favorite of the seasonals so far. Like at least to my recollection of the.
Yeah.
We tried what? We probably tried like 4 or 5 of these at least, right?
Yeah. I have actually heard positive reviews of this one, of other people liking it, kind of agreeing with us overall, but then also thinking that this one was a little bit better than the others. So
well, it's kind of hard, that price point too, 7%. You know, like I said, IPA.
I mean,
and like I said, if it's
once
decent,
again, saying that they're all, it's not like they're all bad. They're very similar, just a little too similar.
Yeah,
for me.
That's kind of how I used to feel about the Celebration from Sierra Nevada, though. Too. I think this year you said it was better, or was it not that? Again, not that I didn't like it, but it was like that one was the same as the one that we used to like. They changed the name and kind of made that it was going to be different, and then it was kind of the same seasonal that they had. That is kind of rebranded, repackaged everything. So
why do the Seahawks have Denver's pick?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's like this. They made the playoffs. Why are they picking 5th?
Yeah, I think they actually have 2 picks as well because that was another team. Oh, they went with a cornerback. Interesting. Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois.
Illinois. I didn't realize that Illinois even had somebody that was day 1 draft worthy.
Wow.
Well, I didn't realize that. I don't follow Illinois football very closely, obviously.
I see.
I watched more college football this year. Actually, I was just texting with JJ there about the Carolina Panthers pick, and I was like, I'm ready for football season already. Although I am enjoying baseball season so far.
Well, baseball season's been very, very good to us.
Cubs
so far.
took 2 out of 3 from the Padres.
Yeah.
Now they're on to Miami.
As long as you keep taking 2 out of 3, you should be okay.
Yeah, unfortunately they lost 3 out of 4 to the Dodgers, but they'd won 2 out of 3 from them previously. So
they basically split then, right? So far.
Yes.
Is that how the math works out?
No, it doesn't quite, does it? No, they're 3 and 4.
Aren't they both 3 and 4?
There was 2 out of 3.
And so it's okay.
Yeah.
Damn it!
Dang it!
Oh my gosh!
But yeah, so far so good. So. All right, the countdown is getting closer.
It is getting a little closer. The 6th pick is in. We are looking for the next one here. The Lions have the pick. I'm assuming they're going to take you think they'll probably take defense again? You think they'll... The real question is, when will Jalen Carter go? That's also,
I know.
He's one of the interesting things.
He's involved in that.
He's usually involved in some of the Bears talk stuff a little bit.
Well, but wasn't he involved in that car accident?
He was. It's all been settled, though.
It's all... Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's all been settled. You know, obviously you take from that situation and what happened with what you will, but at least legally it got settled a few weeks back.
All right.
So
the defense wasn't necessarily the Bears' main thing last year, was it? I mean, you and Joe watched so much more of that.
D-line,
even Baker.
D-line and O-line. Yeah, that's true.
You guys watch a lot, so you're up to date.
D-line and O-line are what we need. We need defensive line, offensive line, and then probably some wide receivers and other things. Like I said, our corners are good. Obviously, we bought our linebacker core, so like I said, so that's good. We need people that are going to get to the quarterback and that'll protect our quarterback. So either one of those would be great. And like I said, if you really think that Robinson is the generational player that he is, You get him on that early rookie contract. You beat the hell out of him for like 4 years or whatever, and then you probably wind up letting him go. Sadly, like that's how running backs are in the NFL. Like that second contract, it's just not going to be what it's going to be. But you deal with that. You kick that can down the road if he's really going to be that good. And we've got enough picks in the first little bit here. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, especially if we were really going for offensive linemen, and 3 or 4 of them are still there, I could see, if you obviously have to have a partner to do it with, but I could see us trading down 3 or 4 picks and seeing if we can get another early second rounder. Cause that's kind of our biggest point, is that I think we don't have a pick then till like 50s. Like, so it's like a pretty,
after this pick, there's nothing till
like fifth. Like, yeah, it's in the second round, but I think it's the 53rd pick.
Okay.
But then we have this 53rd, 61 and 60. Like we have a bunch together, but we just don't, there's a big gap. So I know they would love to have an early second rounder. So if they could trade back and get an early second rounder plus go back 3 or 4 spots, I'm sure they would love to do that. So we will see. I know lots of draft talk. I apologize. It just is what it is.
Drafts for the draft. We warned you.
Oh,
you've been warned.
You had a question that you wanted to pose to the chat. Like I said, I don't know how many people are here right now, but like I said, everyone can chime in on this conversation, or even do a Google search as we're talking about it.
That's true. So a girl that I work with, she is looking for. She's throwing a party for her boyfriend, and she wants to have a Darth Vader themed drink or beverage. Is there something out there that is? And I did not do any searches. We did not do any searches, but I told her, I said, I will ask my brother. He might know of something. Because at first I said, for May the 4th. And she's like, no, I'm throwing him a birthday party. And so I said, okay, I'll pose it to my brother and we'll throw it out. We'll throw it out to the chat community tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, when you're streaming, you'll have a larger or, even more or a different set of people you can ask as well. But she said she would like to have something for this party. So anyways, if anybody has any suggestions, please let us know. Let me know. Darth Vader cocktail. Oh, dear Lord.
This almost seems like a Long Island iced tea, but then with Jaeger in it. Ooh. That sounds gross.
Oh, 1, 2. That's 3 ounces of. Oh, okay. Sounds like Death Vader.
Shake and strain your cocktail. And like there's no like soda added in there though.
Nothing.
That sounds terrible.
Gin, light rum.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about
so
that.
There is a Darth Vader cocktail.
And that's just from some
this
cocktail
place,
recipe thing here.
About a burly gentleman.
There you go.
Well done, Guardian. All
nice.
right.
Now we're talking.
Would we consider Darth Vader a burly gentleman?
Maybe. I mean, I love the burly gentleman. I've actually made one of those in the last 6 months.
The burly, maybe Guardian was even there when you did it.
Maybe.
The burly
Gypsy
gentleman.
Bartender has Rogue One Darth Vader shots. Absinthe, black vodka, tequila, rum, and gin.
Stir.
1 ounce of black absinthe. I've never heard of that. And what is black vodka? I've never heard of that either. Does it have squid ink in it or something? What the hell is it? Flash of vodka, tequila, rum, gin, grenadine, strawberry liqueur, corn syrup, black sugar. What is this? These drinks? Why is it like? Does the Darth Vader drink have to be like complex and disgusting? Gin, tequila, rum, orange liqueur. Jaeger seems to be a common theme in 2 different recipes.
Yeah. Lion's pick is in.
Oh shit!
The pick is in.
Yeah, Jägermeister seems to be the Darth Vader drink thing.
Okay.
Black rum mixology. Okay. The alcohols make up this cocktail, including gin, triple sec, rum, tequila, vodka, and a topping of Jaeger's. And so it seems to be the common one that a lot of people do involves. Oof.
Oh wait, Cardinals moved up to the number 6 pick.
Oh, that wasn't the Lions pick?
It was. So I'm not sure.
And they just traded out. What is going on with the draft?
I don't know.
I know what's going on with this draft. It's pretty much empty.
It's empty.
Afternoon, everybody.
How is that an option on Twitch?
Sorry, Noam. Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
How is that possible? Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Dick Butkus. Kiss my ass.
Okay.
How is that a thing on Twitch?
Dick butt kiss my ass.
Dick Butkus. Dick butt kiss my ass.
Dick butt kiss my ass.
That is really, really difficult. Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. Timely. That's the only thing, though, like I said, with just seeing the visual, like I said, I don't know what they gave up. Who knows what they got?
It just said.
Oh, what did it say then?
It said they traded like... it was there. They traded for their...
Perfect. What was it?
And I can't remember. I read it and then... Crap.
We'll have to work on this before next year.
Yes, we'll have to perfect this. Adventure Time.
That graphic looks like something from Adventure Time, maybe?
Come on, break your friends. Go to very
Adventure Time.
distant lands. Jake the dog.
Listen, Jake.
And Finn the human. Fun will never end. Adventure Time.
I don't know about that. Paris Johnson Jr. though. So that was one of the ones they had talked about for the Bears at 9. So the
Paris Johnson Jr. the third.
Offensive tackle. He is more of a prototypical left tackle. Like I said, so not as much versatility there. So obviously that's probably what they were going for. Not as much, like I said, options there. Like I said, either he is going to be really good at that position, or that's probably it because he's just that kind of size, body style, all those things. So
should have a thing for Adventure Time that bacon pancakes. Making pancakes. Put the bacon and we'll put it in a pancake.
He went boom boom on a leaf. What we need next, so next year, the other thing we should have somehow, I wonder if I can have like a ticker up here, like where we can change like what pick is in, like who's currently picked.
Wow.
I wonder if there is something like that, like if someone has made, I'll have to look and see if someone actually has done something like that.
All right, so Las Vegas is now on the clock.
I don't know who they're going to pick. I mean, he's probably asking Bill Belichick who he should pick. Is probably what's going on in Las Vegas right now. Josh McDaniels is like, someone please tell me, who do I pick?
Where's Tom Brady?
Where's Tom Brady? Can Tom Brady come back to me? Well, at least I got Garoppolo.
I didn't know that's how he sounds.
Shockingly, that's probably better than how he sounds. Let's be honest.
Oh, Dick butt kiss my ass. Okay, I love it.
Butt kiss my ass. Would you love another beer?
I think I would.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got some funky stuff going on, I think. Right?
We do. This next one is going to be very interesting. Do we rinse out our glasses? Probably.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we should probably do the fair treatment
it'd be
there.
worth a rinse.
All right. Well, we'll take a quick break then, I guess, and we'll come back and talk some more draft and get on to the next beer. So we will, let's see. We need to get this graphic. We need to turn off this graphic. That
Drafts
part works,
for the
which
draft.
I don't know why. Yes, drafts for the draft will continue momentarily. And we will be right back.
Maybe we should play the music now.
Should we start the music right now?
Let the music play. It won't get away.
We're back so quick. You guys didn't need music. I didn't even run ads. You guys are fine.
You're fine.
You are completely
He's
okay.
fine.
The Raiders are still on the clock, and we're going to grab another beverage. This is from a local brewery, at least local-ish, as we like to say. I think it's Guardian Down would actually give us some credit for that. Local-ish. From Tombstone Brewing Company. This is one I picked up. It is not normally a style I would buy from any other brewery but Tombstone or maybe Dragoon. Those would probably be the only two where I would like look at this and go, I will give this a shot because
we will give it a shot.
Lager, you already have like a negative. Amber, kind of like a negative. But then it's like, well, we triple hopped it like we do with our other things and did this stuff. And it's like, all right, Tombstone, I'll give you a try. So that is what we're going to try right now. Is this beer from Tombstone, which is called like Hop Wrangler, I believe. Is that right? Hop Wrangler Triple Hopped Amber Lager. There are multiple words in the name of that that are like completely not
triple
not
hop.
Well. Yeah,
amber.
Yeah,
lager though. That's the weird part. Not amber ale, but amber lager.
Right.
We got in from Four Peaks. It's called like Tea Shot. It's a green tea lager.
That sounds awful.
And it's $11.49 for a 6-pack. It sounds pricey.
It's not that well.
$11.49 for a green tea lager. I guess
it's under $2.
Yeah, still though. Yeah,
I mean, you could price it at $4. I'd still be like, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
like that kind of doesn't matter. I will actually be making a journey to the Moto Sonora tap room on Saturday.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Will you ask them how fresh their
may have to.
Their Fog Lights IPA is and try it immediately?
I'm open. Yeah, literally. I won't even let them put it in the glass. I'm going to actually request that I can get my head actually under the tap.
Can I try it? That's how fresh I need this to be.
I need this to be this fresh because I don't trust it other times.
that's cool. Why are you going down there?
Former coworker and I are meeting down there for like, that was where they suggested like, oh, you want to meet Saturday at like 2:00? I'm like, all right, where you want to go? To Moto Center. I'm like, okay, all right. I thought about it for about an hour and I was like, do I suggest somewhere else? I'm like, let's see what let's see what they got.
There you go.
And I looked, and they do have food, which is nice, but I looked on the menu, the like beer menu, and like I had trouble finding the beer menu, at least on my phone. So I don't know if the mobile is just weird. I may try and skirt that while we're like I said, looking at stuff here and trying this beer. But yeah, I was kind of like, because it looked more like I found a list of what you could take out in cans, because they had like the fog lights and they had a couple other ones,
right.
sort of,
The belly tank.
The belly tank?
Belly tank blonde. Yeah, we carry that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sounds like a belly flop. Like that just...
Belly flop.
That sounds painful. Have you tried that one?
I have not tried that one, no.
Okay. How does that one sell?
It sells okay. It didn't sell very well at all. It's picked up a little bit, so...
Okay.
Is that somebody the Bears wanted?
I don't think so. Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech, defensive end for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Pick number 7. 2 picks away. We're 2 picks away from the Bears pick, or trading that pick. Whatever they decide to do.
All right. So I have had this one for a little bit. So like, again, full disclosure as we always give. 6% alcohol, lager, like I said, negative. Amber, kind of a negative. And then, like I said, these other things. But then again, Tombstone, a huge positive that brings a lot of those things up. So that is why we...
At least just for our particular tastes. Those things are usually...
I mean, we've tried IPLs in the past that have been okay. Yeah. Like, it's still just, it's always like, oh, this is pretty good.
Amber lager, though. It's intriguing. So if anybody can do it. I know you mentioned Dragoon. You would trust Dragoon for that.
I would trust Dragoon implicitly with about anything.
We were talking a little bit offline that at least at work, at the last 2-3 weeks, our Dragoon IPA we've been selling out. And we usually keep a full shelf, keep cases in the back. But we're hearing from a lot of customers that we're selling it for $10.99 for a 4-pack. It's not cheaper than Costco, I know.
It's not.
But that we have just this great Costco's price on it, and we have I think our price is usually about in line.
I think that's the same price as Total, because Total Wine now. Do you sell the 16-ounce and the 12-ounce?
Just the 16.
Okay, because Total Wine has a 12-ounce, which I was shocked at the other day. It's a 6-pack. It's a 6-pack 12-ounce cans, or you can buy a 4-pack in 16. I don't know. That must because it's one of those things that's interesting. They probably got feedback. At some point, people were like, "Oh, we'd rather have like a smaller amount of." I'm guessing it's their version of like the Coke mini can. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's weird, but they do that because we had the smaller of the Pilsner when we had it, and I've seen that in a 16-ounce, and we had the 12-ounce. So anyway,
Oh, is the Pilsner one? That is a smaller one too, isn't it? Okay, so
we have it that way.
Yeah, I've seen that for
we had it when we were selling it.
Paid $11.99 for it today. Wow, then you do have a good price on it then.
Okay.
So that was for the 16,
at least
like
for
the 4-pack of 16-ounce cans? So they're always super fresh though too. Like I said, even at Total Wine, like I was giving Total Wine some crap the other day, last week about, again, that the stock rotation, which I like, again, I know that's tough in some ways in a big box store like that, but that doesn't mean you can say like, oh, it's acceptable. The rotation of product there just does not work out very well. It just doesn't sell very much, all that kind of stuff. So it's interesting to see when one, like I said, maybe they do their own stuff there, like, but specifically Dragoon, it's all within like a month worth of date. And they even put on theirs like that you should drink it within like 2 months. Like they have a very low like turnaround time, and their beer is always super fresh. Like, again, I like all the stuff from Dragoon. So the
Macallan, the double cask, you'd gotten gifted a bottle a while back. Mm-hmm. We carry that at the store, and I think we'd looked up the price and we compared. We were selling it for $70, and it just went up $8.
Just went up?
Yes. So I'm thinking prices are, but yeah, a lot of our prices are heading up. They're moving on up. Mm-mm.
Oh, I could have just typed in the Allen double cask, right?
Yeah, the blue box. There it is.
62 at Total Wine.
60. I think it's this one. Oh wait, is that the same? Oh, okay. Yeah, Bevmo.
That's right? Bevmo. Yeah, Total Wine.
Yeah, and that's what when the guy who was doing the price changes, when he told me that, I said we have a higher price for that already, and then it really jumped up. So yeah.
Is that one you guys are still going to get to order? Or is that like, because you
Yeah,
think
no,
it would
we're
go the
just-
other way if you're trying to close
Yeah.
something out?
Yeah.
It wouldn't make it more expensive.
Falcons pick is in.
Falcons pick is in. Let's see. They were showing a quarterback on the screen there a second ago. We'll see. We'll see what falls to the Chicago Bears at number 9.
Hopefully they don't take Bijan Frise.
I don't know. Like sometimes maybe you want the option taken out of their hands, like because then you don't want to think like, why didn't they take it? Like
Right.
So who knows? Biscuit,
It reminds me too of the
English muffin.
the black tea, the one that they had a few years ago that I really liked so much, the English ale. It's got a little bit of that.
Yeah, you
note.
really like that one. That one, like that beer, you were forcing on me like multiple
I
times.
love
this
that
one.
beer.
I know it was
would buy
good, but
more.
it was funny.
They didn't make it last year, and especially at the alcohol, the price point, I would definitely. I thought that was great.
You
but
bought many of those.
I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Not as many as friend of the show Fitz, but
Oh, did he like those quite a
he
bit?
enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah.
And probably not as many as Guardian Down bought of that peanut butter and jelly sour. We bought a whole case.
Oh wow!
But it was damn close. I like it. A little hoppy, like it's definitely a
it's
little
got the
malty.
hop. Yeah.
Like I said, some other thing. Like no, it's
Just different.
It's just a nice, different aroma. Yeah,
Yep.
confuses my
Confuses
brain a
the
bit.
palate.
Yeah, confuses the palate, the mind palate. Oh, that is interesting.
It's very interesting.
That is unique.
It's wrangled my palate.
It has. It's definitely hoppy.
Yeah, it's thin.
Little on the thinner side. Lagers.
Dry.
I always see. So
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I don't like I said. So I maybe I have like
True.
the right
Okay, no, you're
expectation.
right.
I
You're
have
right.
that.
You're right.
Like you're not wrong, but like I said, yeah, I'm expecting that.
But sometimes when I
the
think
maltiness
amber,
is in
then
there.
I think heavier.
Oh, okay. Even ambers
But
though,
you're
like I
right.
don't know, like are even on the thinner side there too.
Okay.
Name me like a heavy amber.
Heavy amber.
Yeah, I've set you up for this one.
Heavy amber. Okay. This pick is in.
The pick is in. So I was kind of expecting those things, but there's something, and it's the lager presents itself for a moment because I think there very much is a taste of that style, like that yeast.
Yep.
Like I said, the lager kind of presents itself for a moment, but then because of these other things going on, it's like brought back down. Like there's someone like pulls it back down, like so that I don't quite get like the finish is usually what is a problem for me with IPLs and things like that. Whereas this one kind of hits me like more like middle of my tongue with that flavor, and then it's like it's covered up. Like someone's like, "Oh wait, don't look over here!" Like they just kind of shove it to the side.
There is a heaviness at the back though, but it's dry. It's there. I if anything, I like it just because it is. I wouldn't say I like. I'm intrigued by it because of all that's going on.
You're intrigued by its uniqueness.
I am intrigued and I appreciate its uniqueness. Of course.
Of course.
A horse is a horse. Of course.
Yeah, that is interesting. Still not a whole 100% sure of like fully think of it. I definitely can say I wouldn't buy another one. But I'm like, as we always say, like give it a shot. Like I said, I'm happy for the experience and I'm glad that I bought one because I knew it would be interesting in that way.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't need to. Yeah, probably wouldn't need to buy.
Oh, why didn't I grab more of these?
Right.
Yeah. I can't believe there's that many quarterbacks like that could be possibly available. But if the Falcons want to take another one right now, that'd be fine.
They were saying, Dan Patrick was asking the question, I think it was of Carson Palmer, how many quarterbacks will
Damn
be
it, they
picked?
took him. Son of a bitch, they took him. Stupid Falcons took Bijan Robinson.
Don't they have somebody I thought that was good.
Like they have a team that he's going to be even worthwhile on. Like it's so, I feel even worse for him now as a running back. Unfortunate.
Well, you said now the Bears' decision is made.
It's got to be, like I said, yeah, it's got to be
Skronsky.
Skronsky. If it's not Skronsky, I'll be shocked. If they trade back, I wouldn't be shocked. That is a bummer, though. 5'11", 215 pounds. Like this guy, this guy is just amazing. He's elusive, some would say. Look at that. Look at all those moves. And here come the texts. All of my other Bears friends and family like texting and damn it.
Well, I don't know if my son's still a Falcons fan, but if he is, he'll be happy with that. Bijan.
What made him a Falcons fan?
I think Julio Jones.
Oh, that's a good call.
Back in the day, it was funny.
So he's a Titans fan now, or wherever Julio Jones is right now.
Where is Julio Jones? No, he was.
He's
with
down
the
by the
Buccaneers.
schoolyard, I think.
Yeah, Buccaneers last year.
Oh, that's right.
I think it was Julio Jones. I think he liked the colors too, their uniforms.
For sure.
Also, it was we Pocket and I have been watching lately in the mornings on I think it's on Fox. They're showing reruns of Pawn Stars.
Oh yeah,
And
I catch that on TikTok.
Which we used to. I really loved that show. We had a lot of good memories of that. And then in 2015, we actually went to the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop.
Oh, did you?
When we were in Vegas.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Visited that.
Oh, okay.
And
were they there?
No, there was a cutout. So we've got a cutout of us with Rick.
His shiny bald head.
Yeah, they were not there. But then we went to the one guy that they used to consult. His name was Jeremy. He was their
the schoolyard now. Thank you.
He was their sports guy.
The Eagles just traded up to number 9, so the Bears did trade back one just now.
Man.
Now we got to wait another one. I don't know what we got out of that though.
Okay.
What did we get?
And so we went down. We had to drive downtown a little bit, but we went to Jeremy's store.
You got depression. That's what we got.
And Ben actually bought a Julio Jones.
Damn right we did.
Rookie card, and Jeremy was actually there, so he came out and we took a picture. He was the guy who they'd call in for autographs and such on there. He was their sports guy,
like the shorter sports guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
he was actually there, so that was cool.
As a longtime Pats fan, it's only downhill anyway. Mitch, I get you. It's good to see you. How are you doing this fine evening?
Maybe traded for an extra pick.
Well, that's what I'm waiting to see.
Wait, are they going to take Skronsky?
No, it seems like I wonder if they'll take Jalen Carter. I'm still waiting on if to see. Did anyone see what we got? I'm great. Been lurking and playing Warzone. Nice, Mitch. I appreciate that.
You've been playing some game this week that you've really been liking.
I have been. It is super fun. It's called Dredge. It is a fishing game /
fishing.
Yeah, fishing.
Fishing?
Yeah,
okay.
the cast.
Okay.
So fishing, along with then you fish to do upgrades to your boat to so you can obviously catch more fish, and you have to upgrade your fishing poles and all that kind of. But then that's all wrapped in kind of more of a painted art style with mystery, and then there's some eldritch horror stuff going on. What is this spook? At night, all of a sudden there's an eye watching you, and you need to make sure you're at the dock or it's too dark and things can come out. So there's these other mysteries going on that I haven't even found out yet, but I've just been min-maxing, upgrading my boat and fishing for stuff. It's been really fun. It's been very addictive.
There was something that I saw when I brought it up, and it was it looked like an old school speaker on the wall of the house when you used to have those. Mm-hmm. Was that from that game?
I don't know.
It was like a white thing, and it had 4 or 5 buttons. It was like a white, looked like those old intercoms that you used to have in
that could have been the other game. That was Road 90. I was playing Road 96 was the other one I was playing too, which that one was kind of more of a choose your own adventure kind of point and click adventure.
Okay.
I need to find these things so I can give them to this person, and then they'll talk to me about this stuff. It was kind of one of those kind of games which we played too. Like I said, that was all there was a prequel to that and a original. I played both of those, and then like I said, it still had some more time as Destiny was doing things. It's murky, scary, but good. There you go. Yeah, murky and scary.
Has Baker been playing too?
No, she's been watching though. I'm sure.
Okay. This also reminds me. This nose. I don't know if you remember I had the Brooklyn Brewing, the Special Effects, their non-alcoholic beer. There's something about that nose that's reminiscent of this as well.
2020. Oh, so we got a 4th round pick to move back 1. Okay. So we stockpiled a next year pick. That's not exciting to me.
Next year 4th round pick? Okay. But that's not, oh wait, we don't know who they took yet.
We don't. I'm assuming they must not be taken there.
Well, the way you were talking about it, I thought maybe you picked up the controller and
could be, yeah.
You've joined Bevy here in the gaming world.
think he's still getting texts.
So there were people who were saying he wasn't going to go till like a lot farther down.
Who?
Bijan Frise.
Yeah, it wasn't until today when I started hearing the Falcons possibly with him with the 8th pick.
Yeah. Did you put money on that?
No. I don't know how that works. I should actually look at that. I did put a couple small bets on things. I don't know how that works with if it was specifically labeled the Bears pick or if it was the 9th pick. Logging out and logging in this app. Come on.
Oh, DraftKings?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
like,
ridiculous.
Why does it not do the FaceTime all the time or the face recognition every time? Nope. Yeah, Jalen Carter.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Wait, does it say they took him?
I think so. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. So it's actually technically it is the 9th pick.
Oh. So just be the Bears.
That's what I thought it was, but oh well. All bets lost. It's fine. It's fine. Interesting. I would not get this one again.
I would say I would agree with that.
It's almost like a tea quality to this.
Yeah.
That's
what
a very
thin,
about. Like a very thin black tea.
That's what I was mentioning before.
Yeah.
I'm
getting that
very
more and more
reminiscent
now.
of that that English ale that they did a couple years ago. They didn't do it last year, but they did it in 2021.
Yeah, I would say you're pretty accurate with that one. Oh, the Bears pick. Okay, finally the Bears actually did pick. The pick is in. So we're only going back one. That guy's very weak.
Skronsky.
I mean, I think that's who it's going to be.
Can you bet on that now?
Do I have time?
Put your bet in.
Put that back in, quick. Hurry.
Well, I'm sure we have to give Jalen Carter time to savor his being picked. So
it's true.
It's funny. This is going to could keep getting farther and farther back because they made their pick, but it took a while. The Bears already made their pick. Now that next clock is starting, right?
Yeah, it's on.
So
as soon as that pick is in, the next one happens.
The draft could be done, but it could still take another hour because they're waiting for everybody to have their moment. Murky scary.
The murky scary.
It's murky.
But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Have you seen any new shows or anything lately? Did you finally pop for Apple to watch Ted Lasso? Is that almost done yet or no?
No, I think I'm not sure how many episodes it is, but we're gonna time that eventually, and yeah, and
I just time that when you
that.
come back or something, probably.
Yeah, probably something like that, and then just watch that and be good. If I don't know when the next season of Severance is coming out, so we'll probably have to then another month when that comes out. Our bill just went up $8 for YouTube TV because they're.
Oh, really?
I was saying that I'm sure after they made that deal with the NFL, now they're also like, "Hey, everybody else, you can pay $8 more too." Although they hadn't raised it, they haven't raised it in a couple years. Yeah, you can help us offset some of the.
How did the Eagles have such a high pick? Do they have 2 picks in the first round?
They must have. But they have to have had it from somebody. Bears pick is in.
The Bears have chosen. We choose not to pick.
That's right.
Do you know what happens? Do you know what happens if you don't get your pick in before your time is up?
What? Lose your pick?
Yeah, I mean you go back one, like you just automatically move back one.
Oh,
I think that's happened. Like they said once or twice, something like that.
So then the next
the rules.
person gets the pick.
Yeah, they get your pick then.
A fresh 10 minutes. And
yeah,
they
would
go back
get
the next one.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's only happened once, and it was the Bears.
It's only happened once, and it was the Bears. That's too funny. We pick not to choose. It's our pick, and we choose not to. We don't have a selection. We've got nothing for you.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I know. I'm still a little befuddled by it.
Yeah. What's that? Every.
Oh, I've got it here. If you want to. Ever wonder what happened? Actually,
It's
Andy Rooney
Rooney's beer.
did this beer. Ever wonder what happens when you dry when you dry hop? You have to read that just right.
Dry hop.
Hop a smooth malty lager exactly the way Tombstone dry hops its triple IPAs. Now you can find out, and that's probably why it gets a 3.86. Because people are like, I'm not sure if I like that. Intensely citrusy, tropical, and dank.
I don't get any dank.
I don't either.
Okay.
Someone's still upset about the Falcons' choice.
It'll be interesting, and I'm sure you'll find this out in the coming days. Would the Bears have made that choice? Would they have picked?
I wonder about that too. If they would have done that, I think. Yeah, probably not. I mean, it's hard in the NFL to take a running back that high, and there's some other good running backs that you can find in the second and third round again.
Well, especially
but he is like, I think that guy is like a difference. Like I think he is like a cut above. But again, it's still that whole thing of like, are you 4 years away from doing the Super Bowl? Being in the playoffs,
right.
Super Bowl, all those kinds of things.
And if you don't have the people to block, you're just going to wind up in that same spot again. So while that would have been fun, and I think I was rooting for that, I think I almost, like you said, and you can go back and watch this, scrub back.
That's true. You can.
You said you almost wished that someone would take him before, so the Bears wouldn't take that.
Yeah. So that's not even like, it's not like anything you can go back and look as an option, because they're not going to trade out. Like they're not going to waste picks trading up.
Right.
Like I said, I don't even know what kind of capital I have. And here we go. The selection is in. Is it the person I've been saying all evening? Would that not be hilarious if I actually knew we were going to pick? That's what they were saying. Oh, that is not who I thought they would take. Darnell Wright, defensive tackle from Tennessee, or is that offensive tackle?
Can't tell.
That might be an offensive tackle.
The O's and the D's.
Wait, did he read the wrong thing? He's pointing. He's like, who's that? How'd they get on stage? Get him out of here. Is he even in the draft room? Knoxville, Tennessee.
He's in Knoxville. He's not in Kansas City.
That's got to be.
Why is he not there? He's like, because he wasn't projected to go till the 5th round.
It could be. Yeah. Offensive tackle. Out of Tennessee. Wow, that is a big guy. I did not hear him mentioned very often. What are we doing?
And they took care of the Alabama guy who was drafted 3rd. So,
that's fair. Brian Greasy. Wait, what?
What? Yeah, he's in Tennessee because he wasn't projected to go today.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh Bears, what have you done?
Athleticism. Oh, they're putting up on the board. I don't know. Who knows? That is interesting. Like, yeah, I really heard one guy specifically the whole time. Oh, you love an offensive lineman when they're super fast because they always have that time to run down the field.
And the need to run down the field.
Typewriter feet? What is that? I'm loving these things they're putting up on the board right now.
That's the sprint just to celebrate the touchdown.
Yeah. Always next year.
What's his touchdown sprinting speed? All right.
I don't know. I'll have to look at all of the stuff later on and see if that was something that I just missed out on. Oh, but he had a hat there.
He had a hat there.
How does that work?
Does he have one?
It's a Bears hat because he put it on a second ago. How do they have the hats?
I don't know.
Do they send them to him?
Maybe they have an array of hats?
Do they give him all the hats? How does that work?
Yeah, all the hats.
If you're projected to be a first round pick and you're not there, do they just send you a box of hats? I'm being serious.
32 hats.
Just in case.
Who's it going to be? Well, the Bears are on the clock. Get that one out.
I wouldn't be shocked. It's got to be
the Bears
something,
didn't
right?
take me. Okay, the Panthers hat. Okay, get that.
Yeah. They send them all the Is that true? Gardena, are you actually are you just siding with us because it's a good idea, or is that actually true? If you say it's true, I'll trust you no matter what. So it doesn't matter. That is fun. That is interesting. Titans already have their pick in. That makes sense. Like it would be like it's not like it'd be expensive for the NFL to send everyone 32 hats. Like they don't care.
No.
They probably just put together a care package for whatever, because they have 17 people that are in the draft, so they have like 20 people that they send 32 hats to. Like I don't know how that works.
Everyone.
Well, it's like, what was it when the Patriots with their Super Bowl when they lost? Remember, like, because they print out both shirts where there was like 18 and like whatever, like undefeated season and stuff like that. And then when they lose, I think they send the shirts like to other countries, like third
I've
world
heard that.
countries and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I think so. There's probably like some kid in Africa right now that is walking around with the Patriots undefeated shirt, which to me is kind of hilarious. They send them all the team hats, but they have to send the other teams back. Oh, okay. That I had no idea. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Kind of sucks you have to send the hats back though. Like, what do they care?
Yeah, right at that point.
Could we have those other 28 hats back? That cost us almost $57.
Yeah, it's going to cost us more to ship them back.
Exactly.
To ship them back on your own dime.
Did you want O-line, just not that guy? That I have to look. Like, I know he was probably mentioned in like a top 3 or 4 like mock draft of O-linemen from a lot of the beat writers and stuff that I had seen.
We wanted Skronsky
with the Bears and stuff like that, but I had seen the majority of people saying that we were going to take a O-lineman out of Northwestern. Skronsky was his name, because he was like, basically his floor was he was going to be an all-pro guard, probably a left or a right guard. And his ceiling was that he would start at and try and be a right tackle. And it was like basically if his, but the only thing about him was, which you start getting into the weird minutia and numbers, was that his arms were short.
He's got alligator
I'm
arms.
not kidding. Yeah, he had like I don't know, like
he has
whatever,
to invite
whatever
the
you're
defense.
looking at for a prototypical right tackle or left tackle where you can keep someone at bay.
Right.
He would keep them right here.
So
it was a little bit too close. So that's why they're like, that's why as a guard, you don't do that as much. So then you can have this. So then that's why it was like, okay, he could still work out at a right tackle because of his footwork and everything else, but he might not have the other one. Short arms are bad. That's what they say.
You have to invite the defensive lineman in.
That's right. So then it was about his strength and his footwork that would keep, but again, then it's like, okay, I think he was a left tackle in college. T-Rex would never make it. He wouldn't. Just bite your head off though. Like you get him in so close. Funny story, I know a guy who works the t-shirt company who prints the t-shirts and was able to snag an undefeated 19-0 shirt from him just so I can tell my Patio friends I have the shirt and they don't. Oh my God, are you that is amazing.
Oh, wow.
That is
if I could get my hands
cool.
on, we have somebody in Las Vegas I'd like to get a shirt, one of those shirts for.
That is super, super cool. I would love to have like the Bears when they lost the Super Bowl to the Colts. I would love that because I'm sure they made shirts where the Bears won the Super Bowl. I would love to have one of those shirts. Like that would be, I don't give a shit. Like that would be cool. That'd be a neat collector's item. That's something you should frame. Obviously, you could keep it to yourself, but like that's something you should frame. That would be really neat. That is really, really cool. Yeah, I've always wondered about that. If like some of those sneak out to like other people, like 'cause I'm sure they have to. Like there's no way. But yeah, that is super cool, Guardian. Now.
So now the Bears don't pick again until in the 50s?
It's in the second round.
Okay.
Like I said, but
so
yeah,
we won't see that tonight.
No, there will be no more picks from the Bears tonight. So we got the Titans. When did the Niners pick? The Niners pick what?
When's the next quarterback going to go?
The Niners pick. Still scrolling here. I'm looking. Still looking.
Do they not? No, they have to pick before. Oh,
there we go. Wait,
that's the first time
No,
they
that can't be. That's too low. Next week, I was waiting. I was trying to leave you the joke.
Next year.
New Orleans from San Francisco.
Pittsburgh Steelers
I thought,
from Chicago.
okay, so that's what we saw, but I wasn't sure if that was right. Yeah, 99. It is these compensatory selections. Okay.
Ooh, the Bears have the first pick of round 4, though. Let's go. I'm going to be all over that.
I mean, in theory, we have the first pick of every round except for this one. We should have had this one. This is what we should have had, but we traded that to Pittsburgh for
Claypool.
Yeah, unfortunately.
We're going to have Claypool and Moore.
I mean, I'm not again, I'm happy to see where that goes. And
Cole Kmet?
Mooney, Kmet, Claypool, DJ Moore, and then also the guy we took from the Packers, who's actually was a Bears fan. Did you see all that stuff? We signed that tight end from the Packers. I can't think of his name now off the top of my head.
Tunyon?
So glad they won't be trading for Jackson now. Yeah, I know. Thankfully, he signed, so you don't have to worry about that. Tunyon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did the Bears need a tight end?
They wanted he's like a pass catch, like he's another pass catching tight end. So it's just even more. They were talking about like our red zone offense, even last year, as okay as it was actually one of the highest in the NFL just because of the tight, like I said, that situation. And now it's going to be even better.
Okay.
But yeah, like he's a huge Bears fan. Like so, this the whole time he was with the Packers, like people come over his house and he has Urlacher's signed jersey and is like, and he was like, yeah, he's like, this is my family has hated me for like the last several, like however many years he's been there now. And now your O-line can give time to throw to all those weapons. I hope so. I mean, I knew we were going to get something like O-line, so it's good we did that.
There's your Skronsky. He went to the Titans.
Did he? I knew he was going to. Yeah, they're lucky. They got a good pick there.
I can't even see his arms though. Where are his arms? No, just kidding.
You just see the shirt, like sleeve is flopped.
Sleeves are blowing in the wind. I can't see his hands because it's the
he
sleeves
goes
of
in
his.
to shake someone's hand. He actually has to pull back the sleeve to reveal his hand. He can pull it back. Oh my god!
I see what they were talking about now.
Oh god, that is hilarious.
T-Rex Skronsky.
That is amazing. Oh, that is just way too funny.
The Lions pick is in as well.
I wonder who was betting on what the Lions.
Just his torso.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder what the bet was in the war room on the Lions pick in the Lions war room. Wonder what kind of bets they were placing there and what they were going to pick.
That's true. Well done. Well done. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I had to work for that one a little bit.
Oh, that's all right.
He just kind of
yeah.
It kind of looks like a chicken.
They're like holding. What do you mean?
I couldn't even grab him.
I can't even reach him with my hands. How can I be holding him?
How was I holding him? I can't even reach his shoulders.
That's so stupid. The guy who will never have a holding call.
That's right.
Because he can't actually touch the opponent with his hands.
Wow, another running back was taken. So you signed David Montgomery, and then now you do a running back? Hey. Oh my God, let's go!
Oh, Mike Ditka.
Sorry, Noam. Thirsty guy walks into a bar. You finish it.
Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Mike Ditka. I always thought he might be sliding in here, just kind of watching a little bit. So if Mike Ditka, if you're here, if you could please thank
Guardian down
for his amazing kindness in giving you a gifted sub to Mike Ditka. Just the thought of him blocking with his torso is hilarious.
Afternoon, everybody.
Oh God!
Oh no!
That's another level.
Sorry, Noam. Thirsty guy walks into a bar.
Wow. How is that one really allowed on
that
Twitch?
Can't really.
Guardian down. Thank you for the gifted sub to Mike Vick ate my puppy. That is terrible. Dick would never draft a guy with short arms. No, he wouldn't.
The Bears.
The visual of like, I can't hold him. That whole thing is just.
There's no way I can hold him. Have you seen me? I can't do that.
Oh my God. It's gonna be interesting next year. I wonder what the Aaron Rodgers as a New York Jet. That's so weird. Literally following in Brett Favre's footsteps.
Oh, that's true.
So there's only two things left that he has to do. He has to go to the Minnesota Vikings for the last step of his career.
Okay.
And then the other thing is at some point he's got to be texting someone a picture of his junk, right?
That's true.
Or something.
That's true, yeah.
We're just waiting for those two things to happen,
Those
and then
two
the circle will be complete.
He will have followed each of those steps.
Followed him exactly.
Wow.
Actually, even more over the top is if he texted Brett Favre a picture of his business. That would probably be the ultimate.
Hopefully
right there.
end the circle.
That's how you actually finish it right there. What wingspan? He's got Blue Jay span. Oh my God!
And they both
threw interceptions on their last Packers pass.
Okay,
is that true as well?
Wow.
These are amazing stats right here. If that's true, man, that is a That is a thought. I hadn't even thought about that. A thought to think. Per the internets. Okay. Wow. That is a hell of a stat right there. So now here's what I'm thinking.
What are you
I'm
thinking?
hoping that our last beer of the evening actually will kind of maybe bring things back around a little bit. I'm hoping for a kind of a win.
Okay.
These other two have been, the first one I think was better than the second one.
Okay.
The second one, like I said, was just kind of like, okay, it was different.
Right.
Wouldn't buy it again. Different
Right.
style, all that kind of stuff.
Right.
We have not had anything from Stone Brewing in quite a while.
It has been a little while.
And so I'm hoping that one, like I said, being as fresh as it is, some of the interesting things that they are doing with it. Unverified, no blue check mark. So he chose not to pay for Twitter. Is that what you're saying? I remember Favre Pass was, I can't remember Rogers. I mean, that could be because I was in the Detroit Lions game.
Yeah.
I very well could be. Now that there are a few more people in here too, do you want to present your question for the evening in case someone missed it from earlier about what we were looking for?
No, well, you looked it up already, so
We did,
yeah.
but maybe someone else has
It
a
was
suggestion of
mentioned.
something they made.
We needed we were looking for a drink that is Darth Vader themed. If there is such a mixed
If there is a
drink or
Darth Vader cocktail,
Darth Vader cocktail,
a
something, yes. That
Revenge
is,
of the Sith cocktail? Sith cocktail?
well,
Gross.
specifically Darth Vader,
Oh, okay.
from what she told
Well,
me.
he is a
so.
Sith Lord, so that would be okay, though.
Okay.
Dear God, man, do you not know your Star Wars history? Come on, man.
I don't. There's so much Star Wars history.
There is. You're only into the third book.
I can't even. Yeah, there's just so much prequel and this and
The text, the appendices, there's so much.
Mandalorians and all these things
There's
and
Mandalorian-
rogues and
there's Mandalorians everywhere.
There's all kinds of stuff going on. I can't keep track of it all. It's too much.
Dogs
Too
and
much for
cats
this
living
man.
together. Mass hysteria.
That's right.
Oh, man. That is interesting. Packers pick has been in for like forever now. Who is it?
We'll find out soon.
Tell me. All right, well, let's take a break. Let's rinse out our glasses and let's
Sounds
see if
good.
we can finish on a very high note.
Let's hope so.
Another fitting piece of the puzzle. Aaron Rodgers' last pass of the 2022 season ended up being an interception, providing the final act of what was nothing short of a disappointing season for the 39-year-old future Hall of Famer with an uncertain future. The interception came on a 3rd and 10 from Green Bay's own 33-yard line. Under immediate pressure, Rodgers launched a throw deep to Christian Watson, but rookie safety Kirby Joseph ranged in position to catch the underthrown pass and put one. Put one what? Put one what?
That's HJ really putting some thought into this
That's
text.
That he copied and pasted from the internet.
Maybe that's it. But still.
Still impressive. That is a
I
good
know.
fact. I love that fact, though. Yeah. That is kind of creepy. If all of that is actually...
Packers and Jets trade? Oh, wait, we know this.
We know this stuff.
I thought this was something else.
Put one up his butt.
Wow. Of course.
Is that what you left off? Is that what you left off? Oof. All right, let's go rinse out our glasses.
All right,
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll come back
we
with the
shall
final beer of
return.
the evening and whatever draft things go on.
Yes.
So, yes, next is a junk pick. It's got to be. That's the next thing in order. Picture of his junk, and then, on to the Minnesota Vikings. So if Frank is watching right now, good luck
That's
with
what
that
your
one.
future is.
That's what your future is. We'll be right back.
Fade back in
Well, we're fading in now.
to me saying that, but, hey. Wow.
It's kind of like the Seinfeld thing where it's like you always leave them laughing.
Yes.
Like, and then to like go out on a high note or whatever else. That's literally what happened. We go to break and Guardian Down says, "Hey, I got one for you."
Got one.
Slides across the table. A gifted sub to Aaron Rodgers Dong.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers Dong. Not quite the photo we were thinking that we would get as a New York Jets, as if you were someone that worked for the Jets in their massage or I don't know if it was the athletic department, whatever it was. But I appreciate that he's already gifted me a sub. And apparently, I mean, you do only need like one digit to hit the button to do the sub. So I'm assuming that's how they did their name there. Let's not get the visual on that of how he actually typed in all the. I got to log in with my email. God damn it. Guarding down on that note, good night.
Good night.
Guarding down if you're actually saying good night. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. It has been a wonderful evening. He's out. I saw the Patriots actually traded their pick to the Steelers. I didn't see what... We've missed out on a couple picks. If people want to fill us in on what has happened, if there has been anything of note. I saw the Steelers just had a pick. The Jets now are on the clock. The Jets, Jets. I think if Joe Namath can pull himself away from Susie Colbert, he'll probably actually read the pick.
That's right.
We will see. But yeah, we've got one more beer to get.
It's fantastic.
Get to this evening. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if you may have missed it. I actually posted of that game that you were asking about. The one that I was playing, the fishing one. It didn't have any spoken voice acting.
Oh, okay.
Brought some voice acting to the table.
Oh, nice.
I did.
You volunteered.
I did. I volunteered
to offer
some
the
voice
soundtrack.
acting. Yeah, I don't know if it. Do I have it? Do I have the clip? Do we have the clip? I don't know if we have the clip here. Let's see if we've got the clip. No, not there. No, I probably don't. I probably just archived that. It's on the other computer. No, don't have it. Wait. I bet it's on TikTok. I don't know if you guys know this, but shockingly, if you guys ever want to find us on some other social media things that we talk about, YouTube is a great place. TikTok is also a good one. Either one of those is excellent. Let's see if we can find it here. Here it is. Here's a small hole in the paper and peeks inside. You can't say for sure, but it feels as though he's shielding it from your view. What is this, some Pulp Fiction stuff here? It's glowing? Yeah, nice and fresh. This'll do nicely. On to pay you, I suppose. $25, that's it? Man, I gotta come up with another voice. I only got so many. Why are you here? There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. Here's a small hole. That's all you got.
That's good.
There you go. That was a couple of them right there.
You're doing some voice acting.
I'm working on it. There we go.
Work.
Yep. If anybody
Excellent.
needs me for their small indie project, I can do world of quite a range there. I did some lady voices, did some old fisherman. The old fisherman I even mentioned after that one though. I was hoping he didn't talk too much because it was a strain.
Like
it
doing
was a strain
Louis
in the
Armstrong.
vocal. Yeah, exactly. It was a little bit of
Red roses too.
who's drafting for the Bears? I hope it's not you. Yeah, so we had to do a little work there. Man of many talents. I mean, yeah, exactly. What is it? Jack of all trades, master of none.
Master of none.
Although that's not the full quote I've been told, though. I think it's like there's like more to it. It basically seems like that it's like when people stop there, it seems like it's bad to do a bunch of things, but the full quote is like okay. That you do like a lot of things well. Anyway, yeah, little pro tip for you if you're ever throwing out that quote again. Oh, man, I tell you.
It's time for some patio magic.
Skyrockets in flight.
We need magic of some sort.
Patio magic delight.
Afternoon delight.
Gonna find my hops, gonna boil them right, gonna find some afternoon delight.
Wow. Okay.
My motto's always been when it's right. Get to the master of none, but better than you. Wait, what? But better than you at all. Oh, Aaron Rodgers always has Zach Wilson's mom he can send his junk to. That also is it's pretty strong right there. Yeah, what was Zach Wilson's quote? If they bring in another quarterback, I'm going to make their life a living hell. Like he's like okay, sure. Did I get it right? It was close. Master of none, but better than you at all. All of these things. The window for patio magic, as some breweries may call one of their beers, is a little tighter here in southern Arizona because your evenings are still cool a little bit into April and March and April, but then pretty quickly it's like, I don't want to go outside.
It does seem to happen overnight almost.
Yes. It does actually.
Especially because you either have allergies or it just gets too hot.
That's
so
true as well.
There's a lot of different things that could make that work in that way.
But if you are in San Diego, I'm sure there's many more options, especially as you get toward the beach. And we have not had anything from this brewery in quite a while, so I'm interested after their sale to another manufacturer. Is the quality still there? Are they still doing exciting things? We're going to find out with this double IPA for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Stone Patio Magic Double IPA. Whew. And what makes this so magical?
I think it is the use of some white grape skins and sweet orange peel. That's kind of what they add into there, which is to tie into the different hops, which are Centennial Southern Aroma, Mosaic, and 843. I don't know what that is. That's one of those experimental ones that hasn't gotten a sweet name yet. Okay. But yeah, I saw this one on the shelf. It has been canned within the last month, so nice and fresh. And again, we had been talking about Stone recently where I was like, I haven't had anything from them in a while.
Well, we'd hope to find their Enjoy by 420.
That's where it came
up
for
our celebration that we did around that particular date.
On that date, in fact.
On that date, actually. On that actual date. You can go back in and watch a podcast from that actual date. But unfortunately, we could not find any of their Enjoy by 420. So, but you found something else fun.
We got this one. I'm going to pull this one out of the fridge and let's crack it open.
I saw tiny S's in there, though.
I kept one in there. Oh, glad you actually brought that up.
Okay.
You're smart. So when I went and bought stuff for the get-together last week, I bought another tiny S's to make sure that I had 3 on hand.
Okay.
And when I did that, the person that was working the counter, who I've seen there before at Tap and Bottle, but I don't think I'd actually gotten to talk to him. It was nice because they were a little busy, but not super busy. So I got to, chat him up a little bit, and he was super nice, and we were talking. He's like, have you had the tiny S's before? Have you got? I said, yeah. I said, I make sure I stay on top of these. I passed along Pocket's slush idea, which they thought sounded absolutely fantastic. Yep. So I passed that idea along. And then I said, yeah, I keep seeing it here in other places. I said, but it's one of those things I keep worrying that at some point it'll sell out. So I just kind of keep buying like some extra ones. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. He's like, we've got this one, and you never know when something like that could drop off. And he said that they almost lost. Because I asked about a Adroit. I was like, hey, I didn't see anything. Oh yeah, you were mentioning that. Adroit. Yep. They almost, did I tell you about this already?
Yeah.
So they almost lost, like I said, this would be for some other people in chat. They almost lost, and this is, I'm assuming Southern Arizona probably. Yeah. Drecker. Adroit currently is having this issue, but it was Drecker, and what was the other one I mentioned? Do you remember that there was one other one.
Was it Prairie then?
No, it wasn't Prairie.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, we were talking about stuff.
I remember you mentioned Drecker and Adroit.
It was Drecker, and then there was another one too, and it was literally because it was like North Park, like it was like North Park or something like that, or one of those. And it was literally because of distributor stuff. And Drecker was so bad that they were having issues getting their stuff out, that they were like almost going to like not even let the stuff out of the state anymore. They were like, I'm tired of dealing with it. Thankfully that got worked out. So Drecker, like I said, they were in full force there at Tap and Bottle, as they usually always are. So that one was still there, but I guess that is where Adroit is right now, which is, like I said, that is one of my favorite new breweries. So if you are in the area of where that is, I will open up a PO box just for you if you want to send me stuff from Adroit Theory Brewing. But they are like in that issue right now too, where they don't have distributorship, or there's some distributor stuff going on. So that's a lot of times when all of a sudden you see some of your favorites that you know are popular don't make it. Yeah, that would have been awful. Yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, but yeah, there was 3 that he mentioned, and it came up because I asked about Adroit Theory, so that was why. Like I said, because I think their stuff is fantastic and some of my favorites. A botanical double IPA, white grape skins, sweet orange peel. Sweet orange peel. Yeah, I don't know if that's an actual type of orange per se, or if they were just like, you know what, this orange peel seems sweeter.
It's particularly sweet.
Yeah, maybe it was like very nice to them, gave them a little pat on the back right before they put them in the kettle or something. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows?
You're such a sweet orange peel.
You're such a sweet orange peel. But yeah, I have not had anything from Stone, I don't think, since literally the merger and stuff happened with Sapporo, right? Isn't that what they're... is that they're linked to, I believe.
We were out there a couple of years ago and we bought some stuff, but maybe that was before that happened. So.
That was too, I think. Okay. So it's been within the last, like year, 6 months or a year or something like that. The brewery that would never sell out has sold out, as they do when the offer is right and everything else. It is what it is.
The thing in Germany didn't go so well.
I think that was part of it too. I mean, they got bought out there, but I think they wound up selling that to BrewDog, right? I believe is who they wound up selling that place to, and they've kind of BrewDog, I think, has turned that around, but they probably kind of know what they were doing. It sounded like they were maybe not, what's the word, ingratiating themselves to the community and stuff as much. Like maybe it was a little too much like, you know, we're the Americans kind of coming through and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. There is an Arizona sweet orange. There you go. Okay, I thought maybe there was actually like a sweet orange tree or something specifically. Is it like a cross? Is it like some sort of? Is it like a crossed with something else? Is that what it? Sweet orange tree, citrus of fruit, citrus, crossiness, sweet orange. Or the sweetest, juiciest orange that's nearly seedless. Try the Hamlin Sweet Orange Tree. It's a variety like no other with softball-sized oranges that have perfect citrus flavor. If you want to make your own fresh orange juice, this is just one of the top varieties grown for juicing. Just don't put any pulp in there unless you tell people about it. Damn pulp. Tree medium to large, fruit small to medium, few seeds, popular in the Salt River Valley due to its productivity. There you go. Are you going to start growing a sweet orange tree, HJ? What do we got going here? The pick is in the Commanders, and the Commanders have chosen a new owner. This is their last one was a piece of dog shit. Oh, sorry. I didn't actually say that. Should always be pulp? Then no disclosure needed. If you want pulp, just have a slice of orange. It's easy. If you want orange juice, there shouldn't be like things in it. Had one at the old house. Oh, was it actually a sweet orange tree? Oh, didn't turn into a lemon? Wait, what? The tree just went bad, or it actually started producing lemons. That would actually be some sort of a story behind that. You get in there too far?
A little too far.
Like, what's the new? Yeah. So people have the cocaine nail. You have a IPA nail. Yeah, snort a little bit. A little pinch between the cheek and gums. Oh, yeah. That's right. I did forget about that. The grafted part died. All right, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready as well.
Sure?
Yep.
Okay. The nose is not overwhelming.
No.
But I think it has some surprising depth. I'm really getting the the grapiness out of it, which I really like.
Okay.
And then there's a little and getting a little bit of the orange, and there's a little bit of some sort of dank, resin, pine kind of thing going on in there too. It took a little bit for me to get to there. So it's not like it's something that's going to jump out to you, but the more I kind of introduced myself, said hello. How's your father? What's going on? And the more I, said hi, like I said hi, like I said, there was a little more came out. Like I said, definitely the grape kind of comes out to me where I'm like, oh, that kind of reminds me. Not quite as far as that, what was it, the 10th anniversary one that they did? No, it wasn't. It was it was like the 10-10-10 when they were doing their vertical series, their vertical beers, like I said, that they had where they had the 999
right,
and the 1010.
right.
And the 1010 actually had like grape, like must or whatever or something in it.
Yeah.
That one was really good. It's not quite that far with this one, but it's in that ballpark.
I get the orange. Initially, I got the orange. It sort of dissipated for me as a little bit, but orange, some rind, and then I get like some sweet malt notes.
Okay.
Under there.
Are you intrigued?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go to the taste then. Huh.
Ooh.
Did you just notice the alcohol in that?
No, there's
That was what I went and looked at. I was like
8.8.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's a double.
I know, but still.
That's what it should be.
I know, but also I was, yeah. The rootstock was like a super bitter orange. It was upset by the world that the hand had been dealt. It's a bitter orange tree. I should have been placed in the right side of the yard. I never liked it over here. The dogs are always pissing on me.
Okay.
Yeah? Are you okay?
I think so, yeah.
You good? You got something?
I am, if you're ready.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That finish is really like with a herbal flourish. There's like something at the end that just is at the very high note and herbal.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
probably from one of the hops.
Maybe
I'm going to say that's where that kind of came
from that. But nice low malty bitter, I guess, or sour bitter, and then that high note. Not a lot in between.
I'm getting some nice sweet. I'm getting the orange. The grapiness is still kind of coming through. The finish, I think, is very unique and very interesting, and I like it. It was so much so when I took my first sip, I actually scrolled up because I couldn't remember. I knew it was a double, but I couldn't remember the alcohol percentage. It's almost 9%. It's 8.8. This thing is ridiculously smooth.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
I was like, wow, this could be dangerous. Like I could literally just drink one of these down. I think this is really good.
Yeah,
I like this.
Yeah.
This is very unique and different. But yeah, smoothness is there. Could it had a little bit more in the mid palate? Yeah. I think it could, but I'm honestly very happy with what's there. And I think that light, like I said, man, the sweetness, which I'm just going to attribute that to the orange part. Like I said, if it's that sweet orange is really good. And again, the wine component coming through is quite delicious. So at least on this one, I'm feeling okay with still having some stone beers every once in a while. What do you think?
I would agree. They've captured some magic.
They have.
The old
I don't even
magic.
know who their head brewer, like their brewmaster is anymore. Do you?
No.
And I've never gotten
to
have
know those names: Mitch Steele and Greg Cook, and
as that some of those days are long gone. But definitely, I will be reaching out for some more. And if I see some more of this one, I'll probably pick this one up. Definitely going to be searching out some more stone beers as I can find them. And if you want to know any of the other stone beers or any other beers or anything that we have had in the past, you can always go to our website at AboutBeverages.com. That is always the best place to find anything and everything that we have ever done for more than a decade that can be found there. If you only want the latest videos, YouTube is a great place. Hit the subscribe button there. We would greatly appreciate it. That definitely is always a wonderful thing to get feedback there. If there's other beers we should be having, that's a good place to comment. We will always see that stuff right away and try and engage as much as possible. If there's anything we should be on the lookout for, we will go for it. And again, there's always several good options. If you only want audio, there's a place for that too.
You can go to that.
Yep, Google Podcast, iTunes, Spotify. If you have a favorite podcasting app, just search for About Beverages. We will probably be there. And if not, all I can say is we probably just didn't want to be. The contract didn't work out. The money was... No, I'm just kidding. No, we should probably be there. So check that out. And if you're clicking on those links, you can also click on some other social media things too, right?
Those 3 pillars of social media.
The 3 pillars.
Which, for us, are TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. Twitter being the one that we use most often, although you do the TikTok videos.
I do.
But still Twitter to keep in communication and let you know what's going on here at the website. Like earlier this evening when I tweeted that we are about to go live on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which we do most Thursday evenings around 5:30 Pacific time. When we get together, we do this. We record podcasts.
We do.
Try beverages, have chat, have some fun, and just talk about whatever happens to pop into our minds. Also, throughout the week, Andrew will keep you up to date on what he is doing in the gaming world, what he will be drinking while he is doing that game. So for all the latest at About Beverages, follow us on Twitter.
But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should still give it a shot.
Nice. I like that. Yeah, this is really good. I'm kind of like, I should have bought more. Especially since Total Wine Up charges for these singles.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's, especially as it comes, as it warms up a little bit, there's more of that like citrus garden almost. It's like walking through it and everything's kind of fresh and you kind of get those
I'd like to be under the sea.
In a citrus garden in the shade.
There you go. Yeah, that is really good.
Definitely the best one of the evening. And probably the only one of the evening I would buy another one of. You
Definitely for me.
Yeah.
This is the one I would definitely buy I would probably buy a 6-pack, like whatever amount it comes in. I would buy like we joked about the other day where it was like, oh, does this come in a 4-pack? You're like, no, you can buy 4 of them.
Yeah.
Whatever the normal amount of this one is, I think it was a 6-pack since they're 12-ounce cans.
That's
I would
what
buy
I would guess as
I would
well.
buy a 6-pack of this.
The last one I remember from Stone, and maybe we've had something since then, was the Lunar Viking double IPA, kind of a bluish purple can.
Oh, yeah.
That was a couple years ago, I think. That was one I...
Oh, this was actually from...
This
is basically 2 months old.
Okay, it said it was released February 27th.
Yeah. Yeah, this one was canned on the 23rd.
Okay.
So this is pre when they released
They
it.
canned it.
They canned it. And then they thought about when do we want to let this out into the world?
All right, let's let it out now.
All right, let's do it. It's funny, the ones that are like their staples. Like I said, I was clicking at Stone's website.
Changed, to the... Yeah.
Year-round releases are... obviously the Stone IPA,
right?
It's the Vesa, the Chupacabra Coca Vesa, whatever that is.
Yep.
The Delicious, and then the Tangerine Express. Fear Movie Lions, I think, was always good. The Hazy IPA, I don't remember having it. And then what's this one? Stone Dayfall Belgian White. I don't know if I've had that one.
I think we did in a bottle a couple years ago. That was around that time when we were trying the active lifestyle beverages. For some reason, I think that was not that was an active lifestyle beverage, but it was.
Wasn't the Delicious that one
around that time though? Well, that's just the Delicious.
Well, because I thought that was a gluten
reduced.
Gluten reduced.
Yeah,
they make a double IPA version of that.
Of the Delicious, really?
Yeah,
okay.
I just saw that would be
right.
interesting. And then here's the special releases right there. One batch dispatch. Stone Bucky Fuser Berliner Weiss. Okay. 9 minutes to midnight black IPA they made.
Oh, okay.
Well, that would have been nice.
I had
to try.
I bought like a year or so ago. I think I bought a 6-pack of the Sublime.
They're making margarita stuff now too.
Yeah, they do those things now.
I didn't know they did sell.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I knew they did seltzers.
The Buena Vesa, I think is what that is.
Buena
Vesa,
called. Yeah.
Yeah.
They make a margarita and hard seltzer stuff. Wow, it's already seeping in. Normally that would have been barrel aged things and delicious all the way.
Uh-oh.
Raid incoming. All right, well, we're done. See you later, Frosty. I'll talk to you later.
Raid incoming.
It better not be, because we were almost done. Better not see it, because we were almost done. Don't do it. Frosty, it's good to see you. Are you happy with whatever the Green Bay Packers did tonight?
They got a defensive end, I think it was.
Something like that? I don't even know. I will have 2 tabs up. We had 2 tabs up for a little while there. We did.
2 tabs up.
Pass rusher, so yes. Oh, that's right. You did take a pass rusher. That is correct. That sounds correct.
Figuring out who we're going to drop in on?
Yeah, we need to find someone to drop in on right now.
Well, at least they still write a lot on the back of their cans.
No!
Stone hasn't stopped that. What?
No!
What?
Don't do it!
What?
The person I was thinking about rating is going to rate us. Don't do it. Oh, no. Why would you do it? We're done.
Oh, my gosh.
Dan, why would you do it? Dan, what are you doing? Thank you so much for the raid. That is super, super nice. We just finished a raid. How did the raid go, Dan? It is so wonderful to see you. Bearded Legion raid. Oh, my God. Dan, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah,
I appreciate
you very
it.
much.
I appreciate it. Unfortunately, we were getting to that point as well, but that's all right. If you guys are not following the absolutely amazing Danfinity, please do so. There's a link there at the top of the screen. You can click on that heart. If for some reason you are not following, which I find absolutely impossible, and if you would like, I like throwing this old school link in chat as well, because that one stays in there usually a little bit longer. Here's Johnny. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. What are your thoughts on cubed beverages? Mosh Pat, why would you ask me about a cubed beverage? What kind of cubes in our beverages or cubed beverages? I mean, I'm a cute beverages, but not a cube beverages. Dan Finity Ray. Dan,
all
thank
kinds
you so much
of things
for the raid.
happening right now.
There's so much going on. Get out of here, Pat. Man. How's it going, everybody? Thank you guys all for coming in.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Like I said, if you are new here, too long, didn't read the podcast. Oh, I see how it is. Thank you guys all for coming in. I greatly appreciate that. If you are new to the channel and have not been here before, this is what we do most Thursday evenings. Myself, Andrew, and my brother,
Keith.
We hang out here and we do some podcasting. It is the About Beverages podcast. These wind up getting recorded. They go up on YouTube. Shockingly, we have a YouTube. I know what is going on. Who does that in this day and age? But it is us. You can find all of our archive podcasts up on YouTube. You can find our other podcasts and things up there as well. We tried multiple beers. Yeah, I know. I was like, that's not the can to pick.
Not gonna work.
We tried multiple beers this evening.
Well,
we did drafts for the draft.
Mentioned Stone, so that's why I was going to show the Stone can. But that will not show against the green screen. That's not going to work.
It did not show quite as well. So we had the Stone Brewing double IPA. It is their Patio Magic. It is a seasonal beer, and it was actually probably our favorite of the evening. Would you say?
I would say that's true.
We also had the what else? We had the Tombstone Brewing, which is kind of local-ish to us. It was their Hop Wrangler, which was an amber lager triple hop thing. It was okay. It was unique and interesting, but I don't know if I would buy that one again
for sure.
And then what was the other option that we had?
Pizza Port Spring Thrills.
Spring Thrills. And that one was
seasonal.
a usual Pizza Port seasonal beer. It was fine.
Yeah, fine.
Stone makes good brews. I have not had a Stone brewed, Dan, since they kind of did the merger with the Sapporo and all that kind of stuff going on. So this is kind of the first one out of the gate from there. Thankfully, still delicious. That one was still really good. So we will have to see if they continue that way. Large crowd tonight. Crocodile, it's good to see you. Yes, well, thanks to Dan coming in here with a raid here at the end as we were hanging out. I hope the rest of your stream went well. What were you doing in Destiny? Sounded like some raiding things. Thank you guys all so much for coming in. So yeah, we do this podcasting stuff on Thursday evenings. And then during the day, like tomorrow when I am back on, I'll be on 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock Eastern, playing some games and things, usually Destiny. But guess what? Tomorrow will probably be some more Dredge. We're going to keep fishing tomorrow. Because that game is just fun and interesting. And maybe we'll get a little bit closer to actually finishing it, and I'll stop just floating around fishing and leveling up. Dredge, it has been so good, Dan. I love that game so much. Did some raids and rage. He was putting up with me. That's probably the rage part then, right, Frosty? Probably. So actually, since there's so many people here, so next week, how many hours of fishing do you think it will take? So I am about 13 hours in. I have seen that it is about a 15 to 20 hour game, which I could totally understand. I have literally done everything I could in the lower section of the map. And then I have not even gone to the couple island areas that are up toward the top. So I bet there is at least another 5 or 6 hours. So I bet it's, at least for me, with wringing everything out of it, probably close to 20 hours, but I'm having a lot of fun. But what we should talk about, just to pass... Just putting
there be monsters.
Here they be dragons. Next week on the podcast, what will we be doing? We've got kind of a special podcast, months in the making. Yeah, we're going to do our comparison of two IPAs that were canned a day apart from each other in December. We're going to try them. They'll be about 5 months. Basically, almost old. 5 months to the day. And then we're going to get as fresh as we can of each of those and just try them and see what's there, what's not there. Just compare them to see, because we've had these questions of, even with ourselves. Well, when does the beer go bad? Because I'm usually with a month guy. You're usually not quite as within
picky.
A month. Dear Lord,
I know.
Wow, your standards are high for an IPA.
All the beer that's out there nowadays. I think I can find it.
You can find something that's been canned within a month?
Usually, yeah.
Wow, this man right here. High standards. I'm usually within, if it's within 2 to 3 months for me. Yeah. Like I said, usually with it, specifically talking IPAs, like I said, if you're talking stouts and other things, that is a completely different story. Yeah. But we have talked about that before, how long is it? Right. One of the breweries that we're going to try is a local brewery to us, Dragon Brewing. Yeah. They actually put on their IPA specifically. They say within like 2 months, they do their born on fresh dating and whatever. If you keep beer for a month, you got willpower. That is also true, but it just depends on how much you have. He's out here turning over all the cans. I mean, look at the cans before I buy them. Like, I think that's a good thing that everybody should be doing. That's something
especially if it's totally a new brewery to me, or a new
100%.
offering from a brewery I have experience with. I want to see, am I getting the best possible representation,
the most accurate picture?
Of what these people can do. So I do. There's so many beers out there, so many bottle shops that
we are very lucky to have a lot of bottle shops around us.
We can usually find something pretty fresh. So, but yeah, we thought it'd be fun just to make a comparison between two beers that'll be about 4 to 5 months apart.
So we've got one that is, like I said, the Dragoon IPA is a little bit more on the malty, pioneer, West Coast, very classic West Coast style. Yeah. And then the other one is the Tower Station, I believe. Right?
It is also West Coast, but not as much malt backbone. A little more, a little lighter than that.
What do you mean, these people? So anyway, so we've got those two, and then we're going to buy, like I said, fresher ones of each one of those.
Right.
I will probably have my wife pour both of them, so we will completely, do a blind tasting.
Yep.
And we will see, like I said, from each one, like, can we tell a big difference? How much is lost?
Right.
I know which one we would like better, I would think, but we'll find out.
I hope so. We'll find out. Yep.
So we've got that for next week. And then also, since it will basically be 1 day away from Cinco de Mayo, we have a tequila, añejo tequila from Trader Joe's, which is where my brother works. And they have a one that has been selling quite well.
Yes.
Still trying to find out if it's additive free. I'm having trouble finding out about that because it is a new thing.
Did you look up about.
I looked it up, but
The nom.
Okay, that's great. Have you looked it up to see that if it would be there?
No, I didn't know if it would. If it says
it doesn't say that on there.
Okay, right.
It tells you, the nom thing tells you where it is.
Okay. Right, who makes it?
Yeah, and who makes it and all that stuff.
I'm in pretty good shape. You could be eating my dust
a little bit of that.
Slow poke.
And you might be eating that's gonna.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Let's hope it doesn't. Dan, got to get some food. You guys have a great night. Dan, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the support. Please go get some delicious food.
That's when Buster still has his hand, so it's got to be early on in the season.
Oh, that's the first season.
Okay, all right.
Sorry, it was all caps except for the U part for some reason. Because you obviously had caps lock on. Dan, I love you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, no, I looked it up and I tried like searching for it, and I found tons of amazing information. And I didn't find anything super, like nothing negative about it, but I was just like, I wanted that's the final piece I want. I want to be able to say one way or the other.
Okay.
Because we've been talking about that and preaching. Again, we're going to try it no matter what.
Yeah.
Because it has been,
I'll look at the info sheet
selling pretty
see
well.
if I've got any if it offers any insight.
Okay. And what did you say the price actually was?
$23.
$23 Añejo tequila, 80 proof. Like I said, been selling pretty well, so we're gonna give that one a shot as well, since it is almost Cinco de Mayo. So yeah, big show next week with a lot of stuff going on. Appreciate if anybody here, again, follows are always absolutely free. If you want to do that sort of thing, if you're already following, then I appreciate that too. But yeah, we're gonna hang out here for just a minute. I think we're gonna try and find someone else to raid.
Let's raid Danfinity. Oh no, I can't do that.
So there used to be a joke like that, especially with between Backyard and Jav and a few other people, they would literally, because their streams would sometimes end about the same time, they would almost have a competition who could raid the other person first, just to make them feel guilty. One time they raided within seconds of each other, and the channels went to the opposite, and they were both off
Blank.
the air.
Yeah.
That was one of the funnier ones. I'm gonna try and see who we got going on. I know some other people were doing some draft things, so I was trying to see if those were still going. But yeah, we had a good night here talking about the draft, like I said, enjoying all these different beers, which was super, super awesome. And appreciate everybody hanging out. This one done too? No? Are they still going? They're still going. They're doing some draft things. Maybe is the draft still going on? I closed the window.
I think so. Yeah.
It's got to still be going on. All right, let's do that. Let's go pass along, some more love to some other people here. All right, we're going to go see Nelstar right now. They're doing draft coverage. They've got Big Ants on there. They've got, oh my gosh, someone I'm not totally familiar with, so now I'm going to butcher their name. Tapperpuss? I don't know. That's my guess. A chuckle is involved there. Just so I can make fun of the pick, I want to know more about your thoughts on the Bears. I'm sad and happy that they did not have the option to pick Bijan Robinson, because I probably would have wanted that to happen, but it probably would not have been the best for the Bears right now to pick that running back, but I would have liked him. So I'm kind of glad the Falcons took him. They traded back one, got another pick next year, which is totally fine. And then they wound up picking an offensive lineman. So we found our right tackle. It's like I said, so that's solid. It's the solid, smart pick that we needed. Like I said, and we'll see. There are definitely a lot of running backs in the draft. If we want to grab another one of those, hopefully we'll grab another maybe wide receiver at some point in the draft.
Sorry, we'll have the first pick
more
next
O
year,
linemen
too.
and more D linemen. We need more D linemen is basically the thing. That is probably the biggest we need.
Are we going for the first pick next year?
It is a smart, unsexy pick. Are we going for the first pick next year? Oh God, no, please no.
Okay.
Running back is very deep this draft. I would agree as well, Frosty. I would agree as well. Probably don't need receivers. I mean, like I said, late rounds, we might need something. But like I said, yeah, O-line, D-line is what it was our biggest need last year. So hopefully we can kind of do the same thing once again. But yeah, we're going to call it for the evening. Thank you guys so much for coming in. It is always appreciated. Let's go say hi to Nelstar right now. He's a Carolina Panthers
Looks like he's a Panther fan, yeah.
He is a Carolina Panthers fan. So we appreciate that they gave us some extra picks next year. If we need to draft another quarterback, which I don't think we will, we'll have the ammo to do so that we can trade up for things. So that'll go. You have Komet, so no real need for tight. We have Komet, and we also signed the guy from the Packers too. We signed Robert Tonyan, so we really don't need a tight end at all because we were fairly deep there anyway. So yeah, O-line, D-line is 100% what we need. We've signed all of our linebackers in free agency, so that is, I believe, going to have to be the thing that we need the most. All right, everyone go say hi to Nelstar, another member of Beardo, and I will see you guys all next week.
Good night, everybody. Thank you so much for
I'll see you
being
tomorrow.
here.